Welcome back, Outcast, to another video. So today we're going to be taking a deep dive into one of the darkest corner of Wednesday's universe to explain and probably solve part 1 of season 2. So the central question of this is, why would Tyler, a Hyde, kill his master but refuse to kill Wednesday? And I know you guys are probably going to bring up the point that he did try to kill her. Technically, he threw her out the window and she survived. But why not just unalive her in the building like he did to his master prior to meeting up with Wednesday? Now, it's a fundamental break from the show's established lore, and it's kind of a question that has been spawning a couple different theories. So I decided to do some investigating and find the most compelling possibilities, and today we're going to create our own theory that could explain this whole narrative twist. Because for today's video, we're going to try to figure out why Tyler spared Wednesday and betrayed his master. So first, we need to understand the rules. So in the show's canon, a Hyde is a monster that lies dormant until unleashed by a traumatic event or unlocked through chemical inducement or hypnosis. Now once unleashed, it forms an immediate bond with its liberator, who becomes its master. The Hyde then acts as a willing instrument for his master's nefarious agenda. Now in season 1, Laurel Gates, posing as Marilyn Thornhill, did this exact thing. She pried on Tyler's trauma over his deceased mother, who was also a Hyde, and solidified their bond by using a plant derivative. The bond was meant to be one of absolute servitude. But in season 2, everything changes. Tyler escapes from the custody, and his first action is a direct violation of his monstrous nature. He hunts down Laurel Gates and kills her. As the showrunner stated, a Hyde who kills his master is doomed. Tyler even states with vengeful satisfaction she isn't his master anymore. His act of providing her a 5-second head start before the kill suggests he is acting out of personal vindictiveness and not the programmed obediency of a slave. This brings us to the second part of this paradox. When Tyler encounters Wednesday, he appears hesitant. Instead of killing her as he was previously commanded to, he simply tossed her through a window, knocking her unconscious instead of killing her. So why? Why would a creature that just broke free of his master's controls murder her and spare his intended victim? Because this leads me into my theory that Wednesday is the new master. Now, the most direct answer to a mystery is that Wednesday Addams has become Tyler's new master, likely without either of them realizing it. For this theory to work, it all hinges on Wednesday's unique psychic powers. Now, she is a raven psychic like her ancestor Goody Addams, and her visions are described as stronger and more potent than others. Her visions are often triggered by touch. I believe that the intense emotional and physical confrontation between Wednesday and Tyler, particularly their painful final struggle in season 1, could have been a new kind of bond. It's a form of psychic inducement that bypasses the traditional methods of creating a Hyde bond. Instead of transferring the control to Wednesday, the emotional connection they shared, a kinship between two black-hearted souls, this may or could have become a more powerful bond than Laurel's manipulation. Now this could provide a perfect explanation for his actions. The Hyde lore states that the creature can't kill his master. So when he confronts Wednesday, the Hyde is physically incapable of obeying his old directives to kill her. Instead, when Wednesday taunts him to do it, the Hyde was forced to find an alternative. So he pushed her out the window, and then he decided to flee, fulfilling Wednesday's command while ensuring her survival. This action in a twisted way could be the de facto evidence of Wednesday's unknowing command. But while the Wednesday as a new master theory is strong in my opinion, another explanation could exist. Because what if there is a hidden master? This perspective maintains the core lore that a Hyde must have a master. Now let's say that a new villain has taken control of Tyler. New characters and the mysterious long-term outcast integration study, or LOIS program at the Willow Hill, could have a new master control over Tyler. Tyler's cryptic parting words to Wednesday, "Say hi to Enid for me," hints that his actions are being directed by someone else who has a specific vendetta against Wednesday and her friends. So which theory is actually right? The answer might be a combination of all three. It's possible that the months of separation and his personal rage allowed Tyler to break his bond with Laurel Gates, as he acted as an autonomous villain when he killed her. However, his latent emotional connection to Wednesday could have prevented him from killing her, leading to a final struggle between his human side and the monster inside of him. The final and most compelling twist could be the revelation that he is not truly free, but has been unknowingly serving a new and hidden master all along. A master who operates outside of the established rules of the Hyde and controls his actions from the shadows. Now this approach would honor the established lore while raising the stakes for a new season, or even just part 2 in general. But what do you guys think about this video? Leave a comment with your thoughts, smash that like button because it really does help small creators like me, and subscribe for more. Later, Outcasts.